Do you still play Pokemon Go? Do you walk around trying to gain your Pokemon? Trying to get that shiny that's going to do so many more things for you? Is it a fun game still? Do you still play it? I still have it installed on my phone, but I haven't played it in quite a while, and now the terms of service are changing. Before I get right into this, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all those good things for YouTube, because without you guys here watching these videos and interacting with them, we don't grow. Anyway, Pokemon players seek legal action over oppressive terms of service changes. Whatever you want to call them. The people that control the game for Pokemon Go, the players are urging each other to seek legal action against the new updated terms of service. This has come out a couple days ago. Players of Naintic's iconic creature catching spin-off Pokemon Go are encouraging each other to seek legal action against the game's developer. Following recent changes to the mobile game's terms of service, fans are encouraging each other to sue Naintic over oppressive changes. Mainly, one of the big things that they've changed is now if you have a dispute with the game, something that happens that's not right, you now have to go through arbitration, which they automatically assume through that. The new TOS rules altered the game's dispute resolution clause. Under the new change, players will not be able to sue Pokemon Go's developer in court, instead requiring some neutral arbiter to determine an outcome. So I don't see a place where this actually would really come up, especially with Pokemon Go. It's not really that big of a deal. Yes, you can buy some in-game coins and then use those coins to buy items for the game, making it an experience, maybe a pay-to-win experience. It's not like this game is actually a competitive game. It's one that you do on your own. You do have the gyms. They do stuff, but I haven't heard of anything too crazy that this terms of service would make or break the game. By Distexero, fans of the game are urging others to deny accepting the new terms of service. However, if you deny it, you no longer will be able to play the game. You're not going to be able to upload your Pokemon. All those shinies that you hunted will be gone. Naintic is trying to take away your ability to hold them liable for anything that they may do, the Redditor told their fellow players, and this is the only way that they can be held accountable. The Redditor told players that they should send an arbitration opt-out to Naintic protection their rights to protect their rights against the company's futures actions. While Naintic doesn't appear to be working on anything that will require litigation, it's always better to be prepared. This is one of those situations where I don't see Naintic actually really doing anything that's going to be that harmful. Maybe they're going to spy with your data and then I could see it. But then I believe, like up in here in Canada, we do have some FOIPA laws against things like that. So that's the Freedom of Information laws that do protect the end user of these things. So I don't see this being that big of a deal. At the time of writing, UK gamers are protected in the past precedent found by the EEA laws. The EEA laws are technically not binding post-Brexit. The laws surrounding the particular incident have yet to be revised in British law. So there's places where this type of law is held at a government standard and not the corporation standard. And I think that's where, once again, we need the politicians and the lawmakers to actually step up to protect the consumer, not so much the companies. The companies are going to do whatever the hell they're going to do, but if they put in the law saying you can't make it so it has to go through arbitration, you have to go through the courts or something like that. Honestly, I don't see there being a huge deal because of the type of game that this is. This is Pokemon Go, after all, where you're trying to get out there, and I think the benefits of Pokemon Go, where you're walking around, actually getting some exercise, is one of those life balances where you give or take. What possibly could Naintic do in this sense that would violate someone's rights to this game, to take away something at this point? I don't see something currently that they could be doing or going to. They do kind of have a loot system where you're buying in-game currency and spending it. But ultimately, there's not anything too crazy. It's not like you're pouring a hot coffee on your lap. It's not like they're limiting your ability to actually play the game if you're on a bus ride or something like that. Local laws take precedent in those circumstances with driving. So where does this really fall? You know, I understand these types of laws usually in a lot of cases are going to be oppressive. They're going to knock down the consumer's rights with the game, but in this type of game, I don't really see it unless this goes forward to a game that Naintic is bringing out that's going to be something later on down the line, that will do something down the line, that could be something very viable for the consumer that they would want to sue over. Ultimately, I don't see there being a huge thing, but I figured I would talk about it here with everyone because this is something that is changing. It is something that is popping up now and again with Naintic and Pokemon Go. By the way, do you still play? If you still play, let me know down in the comments below. Maybe I should be looking at this game and coming back to it and doing some more things for Pokemon Go in the long run. Anyway, I'm your proud Canadian Phoenix. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you all next time.